So today I'm going to be talking about hopefully getting you inspired by 3 C's. Okay? So the 3 C's are create, connect, and care. First of all, I'm going to talk a bit about maybe something that you found in your life. Have you ever found that you are powerless? You feel a little bit powerless as an individual. Let's say you listen to some news and you hear, oh no, the economy is going deep trouble, or like the environment, it's all going to get too warm, or there's all these droughts happening. What can we do? Maybe the bees are all dying. It's a very bad situation. Bees, you don't want them to die. So what can we do about this thing ourselves? Well, there's 3 things that you can do. I'm going to give you kind of a roadmap for taking action, going from someone who is powerless as an individual to becoming powerful with a group of people who share similar interests and goals. Toastmasters, which you're here today to learn about, is a worldwide organization. It's actually started in the early 1920s. And Toastmasters originally did not exist. In 1903, there was a gentleman named Ralph Smedley in Illinois who used to work at a YMCA. YMCA is the Young Men's Christians Association, which is now just a club for men. There's also YWCA for women. Anyways, Ralph Smedley, in 1903, he actually created the first ever public speaking club for the young men he was teaching in this organization. And 20 years later, the first official Toastmasters club, when he moved to San Francisco, he created Toastmasters International. And that organization has grown from one club in 1923 to about 113 countries with over, let's see if I get it right, 57,000 clubs and over 260,000 people in Toastmasters International. So it's a great organization. But none of this would have happened if we hadn't had someone taking the initiative to create Toastmasters at the beginning. And now that someone's already created it, you don't actually have to create it yourself. All you have to do is join a club like Toastmasters to get all the benefits of a community of group of people who are focused on improving their public speaking skills. Okay, so now you've joined or created an organization. Now the organization is not going to just do it all for you. If you sit in the meetings and you don't say anything, or you don't participate or take the initiative to do things, it's never going to go anywhere for you. So the main thing that you can do, and the main benefit of Toastmasters, is you actually connect with other people. So that's the second C too. After you create it, you can connect. And Toastmasters is a really great organization for that. It's really been wonderful for me. Not only do I have a chance to learn about public speaking, but I've also met some wonderful people here at SAP who I run into the halls of these people and say hi, and it turns out they work on other teams, which I sometimes work with, and I already know someone on that team. So that's really a great benefit of Toastmasters. I've also been a member of another Toastmasters club in Kitsilano, which is made up of a whole bunch of other people from across Vancouver. There's a lady there who's a former Olympic athlete for soccer and Canada soccer, and there's a chiropractor, there's a guy who's a famous architect. So there's amazing people. You can get to meet them in Toastmasters and get the skills to connect with them and build these communities. Because really, if you wanted to take action, if you feel powerless as an individual, the way that you can get power is by working in a group of people, working together to do things. So Toastmasters gives you that skill and the ability to connect with others. So the final missing step is, now you've joined an organization, you've joined Toastmasters, or you've joined another group like that, you've started connecting with people. What's the next step? Well, the next step is the 3rd C in my talk, which is to care. So, to care, what I mean by this is, let's say you have all this new power. You have a group of people working together, you've met them, you're ready to go, you're ready to do something cool. Say you're working at SAP, you have a good team of people, you want to change how the company works for the better. So to care means you care about making a difference, you care about all the effects of what you're doing are having a beneficial impact on the world. So if you care about maybe helping the world run better, it kind of sounds cheesy, but that's definitely our motto. If you want to help companies run more efficiently, or maybe you're concerned about the environment, you want to help the world last a bit longer than 100 years for our children, Or maybe you just you care about doing something creative. So I'll give an example of this. I went to a talk about 2 weeks ago with the Vancouver Entrepreneurial Group. There's a gentleman named Ben Hu. He's from Seattle, and he has a startup company, which you probably might have heard of if you've been on the internet. They have recently raised $30 million in venture capital in Seattle. It's quite a significant amount of money. But what does this company do? Well, they have one of the world's largest distribution networks of cat photos, funny cat photos. You might have heard of lolcats, or ICANN has cheeseburger. So I asked him, so he was saying, well, I do all this stuff, and I was thinking, well, maybe he's just interested in making money from cats. He just wants to, get rich on the backs of all these beautiful cats who people take photos of. But it turns out that he actually does care about the world and the environment and helping people. He gave this example. He had someone email him, a lady from somewhere in the States, who said, well, I really like your cat photos. I find them hilarious, and I print them out, and I bring them to my mom in the hospital. She has cancer. And every time we look at these photos, we have a laugh together. So that's kind of a touching story, but it also shows that even if you're doing something as simple as just allowing people to share cat photos, you can be making a difference and caring about the world in some way. So to wrap up, I gave you kind of a roadmap. If you join an organization like Toastmasters, or even find a meetup group on meetup.com or Craigslist or any other group like that, and then you actually take it upon yourself to connect with people in that organization, reach out to the community, form strong connections, and meet people who share the same interests and goals as yourself. And then you actually, with all that new power you have, you take it upon yourself to do something that you actually care about the world and the impact you're making on the world. That's basically the roadmap to moving from sort of a powerless individual where you just are concerned about the issues to actually being able to be an agent of change, to take action and do things in the world to make a difference. I think that's what we're all here for, is really to make a difference. We don't want to live our lives to say, oh, we had a nice life, we had all the comforts of home, but we didn't really make any difference, and the world's still in the same state as we left it. So my goal, my ask for you is, think about how you can create, connect, and care. Turn it back to our chair. Thank you very much.